I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. Just keep pushing through. Cause what you got to lose. 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 I won't give up, I won't back down until I'm lying 6 feet underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down. There's nobody stopping me except for me now.
Hi guys, it's Lloyd. Today we're focusing on a chest dominant push day. We're starting off with 4 exercises for the chest, moving on to a couple of shoulders and a couple of triceps, so you get that full workout. First exercise, we look to develop strength, and we're going for the bench press. It's important that you go feet nice and wide, as this will provide more core stability with your middle to index finger on the guide, as this will allow me at the bottom part of the movement to have my hand directly above the elbow, which causes less stress throughout the wrist, as well as more pec activation. Next exercise is a mild incline dumbbell press. The reason we're clicking it up 1 is because we've just done 5 sets in the last exercise at a flat, so we just want to try and mix it up a little bit. So to do this exercise correctly, what you're trying to do is bring the dumbbells down to either side of your chest and imagine it's like a triangle. So as we press up throughout the movement, we're bringing the dumbbells together at the peak contraction and then nice and controlled on the way down. After that, we're moving on to a slightly steep incline press. So traditional incline press would probably be 1 click less than this. However, we want to target that real upper section of our chest in this workout. Hence why we're going a little bit steeper than normal. Similar to before, we're pressing up in that triangle pattern, dumbbells either side of your chest to start and then bringing them nice and close together at the top. With this, make sure you keep your elbows nice and wide, and from a side view, keeping the dumbbells in line with the upper section of your chest. We're going for 4 sets of 6 with a 4-second negative, a 1-second pause at the bottom to kill momentum. The reason we're doing this is for time under tension. The best results for hypertrophy is around 40 to 45 seconds. However, this is my first periodization where we're trying to focus a little bit more on strength, hence why we're going a little bit less than that, for 36-second total for this movement. For the cable flies, it's important that you keep the same angle in your arm throughout the maximum stretch as well as the maximum contraction. For here, we're targeting the middle section of our chest, so try and keep your hands parallel to that midline. So to do this exercise correctly, keep your chest elevated, keeping the same angle in your arms throughout the entire section of the movement, and try and really squeeze your chest in the midsection as you bring your hands together. So for my dumbbell shoulder press, I'm not going bolt upright, I'm having a slight incline, as I've got a lack of mobility in my shoulders. This allows me to stop arching my back as much, as well as feeling nice and comfortable throughout the movement. Starting at the bottom section of that triangle again, pressing it up and together, make sure you don't hit the weights together and nice controlled on the way down. I'm bringing the dumbbells just outside my shoulder distance before I press. Moving on to lateral raise, where we lift our shoulders up, back, then down, leaning forward just a little bit more than bolt upright, allowing the weights to come down just before they hit your sides before kicking them up to shoulder height. It's important to keep these nice and controlled and keeping the angle of your arm the same. These are really good as I'm quite a narrow build. This will help me develop a wider, more aesthetic physique. Next is machine dips. So with machine dips, try and keep your elbows as narrow as possible. Throughout the movement, your elbows will naturally want to creep outwards, as your body's very clever and will always try and make things easier. This is why your elbows will try and go out to the side to let your pecs and shoulders try and take over. We want to develop better triceps. This is why we're keeping the elbows nice and close to the body. So our last tricep finisher is going to be the cable extensions. With this, we're trying to keep that upper section of our arm nice and still. With triceps, I always like to stay as close to the cable as possible. This will allow me to stretch my arm up higher without my elbows moving forward. And then when I press down, I'm getting that max contraction and locking out at the bottom. So if you wanted to see the rest of this plan, make sure to like, comment and subscribe so you can keep updated with all my content, or head over to Body by Hitch on Instagram, where I upload more videos daily.